Hi guys, so Spellbinders launched their new December kits today, so I have some of them here to share with you. These were sent free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links down in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you were to purchase items through those links for these kits and things like that. So if you're already a member, these are the items coming to you, and again, if you want to make any changes, they did change it up a little bit. Spellbinders, like instead of skipping, you would just cancel that particular subscription, and you can add whatever it is that you would like if you just want to switch things around, however you want to do it. If you're already a member, you want to do that by the 5th because that's when they're going to go ahead and process your order for that month, right? And if you're not a member, you can just sign up any time of the month until basically the last week of the month, I think, is blacked out. So just a little different. So today I do have the card kit, the large die, the APG, and the clear stamp and die set of the month. The APG stands for Amazing Paper Grace. I get that question quite often. It's designed by Becca Feekin. And so let's just get started. So as far as the clear stamp and dies, you can get the clear stamp by itself. It's a photopolymer stamp set. Oh, it smells so good. This month is called Color Outside the Lines. And hopefully you can see you have this beautiful set with the letters. So of course these letters help you write like love or love you or hello or any combination of LOVE and UHNY. Okay. And then we have all these little stamps, and look at them, you guys. Oh my goodness. You know, I just realized right now, you stamped your outline, and then you have the little flower that you can either stamp perfectly or a little offset, so it looks a little more fun, however you want to, play those up. But then we have those pieces here. You have the word friend, be bold, color outside the lines, and then you have this little guy that looks like a little plaque. So basically, if you were to stamp it like in a light color or a dark color, whatever you want to use, I would say a lighter color, you can then still write like, or stamp be bold on there, or friend, or color outside the lines, so it kind of is outside a little bit. So cute. And again, with color outside the lines, like I said, if you want to pair these up in a way that's a little more artsy, that'd be really cute. The letters themselves have the little flowers hanging around. Oh my goodness. And the letters are about almost an inch tall. I would say like 3/4 of an inch tall, and then the widths are a little bit different just depending, of course. So we have those guys. The dies that would coordinate along with that, so that's one club, but you could also do the stamp and die. So the dies for this month for that one are these guys. So they cut out your little letters. Of course, I have them all kind of wonky here. And then these pieces here that help you cut out different parts of what's going on here. So again, that little plaque actually has a little die for it, and then these other little accent dies. Really sweet. Okay, so that's the clear stamp, and then the dies. The large die is called Layered Stitch Background, and that is this here. And as you can see, there's lots to do here. So we have this frame, then you have an inlay if you want to use that, and you can stitch it by hand, or you can just use it as a design or not use it at all. Again, that's an inlay. And then we have these layered pieces. So it's kind of like the kaleidoscope, but meets stitching. You know how they do those two different types of designs. So this one is the thinner that goes on top of this one. As you can see, it's thicker. So this guy would layer on top of that. And let's give a measure. Again, this is the large die of the month, and I'm trying to see the cut lines, like what that would cut. 4¼ inches wide, perfectly, 4¼ inches wide, and then from this one to this one, it is 2¾ inches. So 2¾ inches by 4¼ So hopefully, if you do the math real quick, if you put these guys together, you're going to have a standard A2 size card this way, right? So hopefully that makes sense. These little frames. And then you can play with it however. I mean, you can make it just a card front that's just a little card, or just that piece with some other stuff around it, or however you want to do it. But we will go over that later when I do the video for the large die itself. And then it also has these little pieces here that this guy layers over that guy. So it's just accent pieces. I mean, you can use them as backgrounds or frame something out with them, or however you would like. But really gorgeous. I'm assuming these are also 4¼ yeah. So they're 4¼ by like just over 1/4 inch or so. Nice little decorative piece. And this little sweetie is the APG die of the month. It's called Enchanting Pocket Card, Tag, and Envelope. So hopefully you can see that it is a card, tag, and envelope set. So you have this that makes a nice envelope. I mean, I'm sure you can manipulate this to make like little mini albums. I mean, it's gonna be really sweet. But hopefully you can kind of see, you cut that out, and then you fold this guy up. You can make like a library pocket. I think that'd be really awesome for different projects, right? So you just fold that up and you have your library pocket, or you also fold it down and make a little envelope that ends up being about this size here. And then we have like the little pocket the actual card itself that you would slide into the pocket if you want. Or again, if you're doing a library pocket, you can just leave it open like this and have this little guy. So hopefully what you're seeing is these little notches, and those correspond with these guys. So again, if you want to score them or not, that's up to you. So I really love that you have all that ability to use it however you like. All kinds of decorative pieces. So of course we'll go over all of these things when we get to play with these soon here. But I mean, this is an inlay, this is an inlay, this is another inlay, and this one, it looks like, in my opinion, that it goes here. Yeah. So if you have that pocket, it just has a lovely inlay, you know, once you fold it up and over. Lots of ways to play with that. It has a cute little like clasp closure little decoration, or if you want to punch it in or not, but either way you have a little hole, but then you also have like a little washer that you can put around it to make it sturdy. We have little leaves, sprigs, flowers, gorgeous little flowers here, and then of course those pieces that help you put score lines in if you would like. So that's the APG. And let's check this out. I am looking forward to this. This is the December 2021, of course, card kit called Beauty is Everywhere. And let's open this guy up. You guys, just a little peek I was able to see. I mean, look at this. Let's see what these butterflies and things are about. And I mean, just the die cuts in here, it is gorgeous. Love the colorway, what's going on here. Yes, okay, awesome. So the die cuts are the little butterflies. So we have butterfly die cuts, and then we have this little piece that makes like a little cute lacy edge. So let's check that out. So that's your inspo. Again, that always comes with 10 card bases, A2 size card, and 10 envelopes. You have your tape and your foam dimensional adhesive. Awesome. Oh, look how pretty this is. I love it. The little pastel kind of pink, and then the metallic pink. I wouldn't say rose gold. I would say it's pink, like metallic. I don't know if you can see that. Sequins. How cute. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, well, okay. Well, okay. Sorry. I want to get to this because I want to see the die cut pieces, but also let's check out these guys. So let's look at this. Just gorgeous. Let me see how big this is. Yeah, sure enough, it's 5.5. Perfect. It'll just mat up your whole in front of a card, or if you want to layer them up certain ways. So you have this gorgeous piece, and it's about 3/4 inches wide. I mean, from the die edge, so it might be a little bit smaller than 3/4 inches wide. Look at this. Oh, look at that. So this is the outline, but it also cuts the little antenna in that same die. How smart. And then we have these beautiful pieces that are inlays. This one's an inlay, or, you know, again, use it or don't use it, or pair them up is what I would do. We have little leaves, little flowers that have like some embossing detail on them. I love a flower sprig. And then these little guys, this is like your center of your flower if you want to dress that up. And oh, the little center of the butterfly. I love that. I super love that, because a lot of times you die cut something like that and then it's the same color as, you know, the leaf background, the wing background, or however. That's awesome. Love it. Okay, so we're definitely using these today. I really wanted to make cards that are mostly the die, like what's in here was as far as the die cut pieces and the papers, and play that up, so that's probably what we'll still do today. Oh, look at these frames, chipboard frames. And there are 3 of like the square shape, and then 3 of these that look more like a Polaroid. Really cute. Oh, love the wording on that. And then the stamp set that's in the card kit is a acrylic stamp set. So here you have your little butterfly. Where there is love, there is life. I mean, look how pretty this is. Home, sweet home. We have the little gal. I'm trying to see if those... I think that's one piece. It's hard to tell, but I believe that's one piece, with a little silhouette. Let's celebrate you. Oh, I love this kind of imagery. The little flower with the little birdie. And look at that. The key in the little cage there. Bird cage. Beauty is Everywhere stickers. And these are like acetate stickers with glitter. You can see that. A little more bright in the colorway on that one. Oh my goodness. So we have some dimensional stickers here. Look at the typewriter, write your own history. Très chic. We have beauty is everywhere. A little note to tell you, and then whatever you want to pop on there. The little flowers. Again, these are like layered up. Choose joy. Oh my goodness. You guys. This set is gorgeous. Let's check these out. Now, you know, there's just tons in here. Like I said, I've never counted them, and I don't know if, like, on the description it tells you there's like 100 or 200 of these, but it's a ton of die cuts. So as you can see, some of them are staying back here together forever. Precious little heart. But look at these. So there's 2 of each, so I'm just gonna show you some. Oh, look at this. So we already have some borders that are ready to go with little glitter on them. I love the sentiments on this. Look, there's simply nothing better. You can decorate that up with some flowers. You're good to go. Enjoy the little things. Happy birthday. You are my happiness. Today is your day. Je t'aime. Toujours. I love you. Always or every day. I don't know. It isn't toujours every day. It's kind of... Anyway. Write your own story. And then the little... Just, you know... sterling spots or just a little accent background. You can put, you know, this on top of that or however you want to use a little label. Ooh la la. And then we have the little butterflies. Now you know I'm going to be wondering about toujours. I'm like, is it today or always? I don't mean like today because that's aujourd'hui, right? Anyway, la vie est belle. So pretty. Have you a little je ne sais quoi? That's really cute. The little French fans, or I suppose since there's a lot of French going on here. Every day is what I meant. I keep saying today. Look at the little bird. Oh my gosh. Par avion. Of course, that's like a little postage kind of thing, especially for you. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh, you guys. There's so much prettiness in here. Little birds. I usually don't go through every die cut, but I mean, this is just, look at the little doily and the butterflies. Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness. Pretty, thankful, laugh, love, laugh, celebrate. I mean, there's just a ton going on in here. Okay, let's put those aside carefully. Let's look at our pattern papers. And, you know, whenever they release these, a lot of times the paper pack and some of the extras are available for individual purchase, and I usually pick up another paper pack. But this one's called, again, Beauty is Everywhere, of course, and we have kind of like a blue-gray, like a slate color, I guess, background with the little flowers. Geometric pattern, should I say. This gorgeous page, look at that, with the little birdie. This is definitely the kind of paper pack I pick up a couple, if not one more, maybe 2. This one has the little newsprint, little flowers, beautiful flowers. You have that pretty kind of toile feel on that one. Oh, the little bricks, it's like whitewashed. And then we have some glittery, kind of just a fun background. Ooh, look at this one. It's like black, but it has kind of like a light green coming through. Maybe blue. Look at that. Gorgeous. Black and white, but I feel like it has a little blue tone to it. Look at these paper. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm going to say look at these every other paper. The stripe there with the glitter. We have that beautiful kind of, I always want to say, well, it's like a Moroccan tile, but I think there's a certain name for this print, but either way, it looks like the tiles I have in my kitchen. And then we have this map. So cool. And yeah, it's just Paris up there. Paris. Look at this. Love in Paris with love. Ugh. Oh, and it's a peacock. Gorgeous paper. The little letters, type. Look at, oh my gosh, you guys. That blue. Gorgeous. And this one, it looks like a spoon, but maybe it's like a leaf. But either way, very pretty carte postale up there and all this other prettiness on this. Kind of a pink jacquard or something like that. Oh, look at this. Now that's just gorgeous. That flower, I love the design of that. Look at, and then it goes again. So it's 2 of every page, of course. And then we have our papers, and let's check this out. So, bright green. cardstock. So these are all cardstock. This one's like a textured. I don't know if you can see it, but I can feel it. Hi, you can see me in there. Double-sided gold paper, which is amazing. I love this stuff. We're definitely die cutting this today with that lace die. We have a bright pink. These are more of smooth, where this one's textured. I want to say this is like an off-white. I don't know where to compare it to. Let me see. Can you see that? It's kind of like a grayish kind of tone. We have like a soft pink, black. Yeah, this is white. There you go. Now you can see maybe that this is more gray. White, light blue, and a really gorgeous orange. Alright guys, well what I'm going to do is probably select a few card bases and, you know, select some of the papers, and then we're just going to play with the die cut pieces and create some cards. Okay, so I have some card bases here. I think we're going to do something similar to some of these, especially this one. I like the little shaker look, so I went ahead and got this to put to the side. So I'm just going to go through the paper pads and find papers that I want to use. They don't have to be exactly the same, but this one's very pretty with that pink, and actually I'm going to use this one for a card that's similar to that one. And so I'm just going to go through this. Oh, and then in the back they used a different paper. I don't know if you can see there's two different things going on there. So, you know, whatever it is that you want to use. Maybe I'll use this one for the background. And then again, if you're going to pop something on the inside, you can definitely go for that. Maybe I'll use this one. So it's similar but not exactly the same. And, oh, it looks like they used this paper on this one too. But either way, so let me take some papers. I'm going to cut them down and do some of those kind of things. I'll let you know what I cut them down to, and then we'll start layering up our cards. Okay. So, curiously enough, this one is the one that they're depicting on the back here, so we will put it together. It doesn't really say how wide to cut this, but what's funny is I had wanted this for the back of the shaker card, and I was like, oh, you know what? I have to cut it for the front of the card to be 4 1/4. So I just did 4 1/4, and what was left I'll use on this other card, so it's a 6-inch piece. And then, of course, I cut this down to 5 1/2. This one's still 6 inches long. I should probably trim that down, but I will do that in just a minute. So for this one card, the shaker card, I have a complete cover for the front of the card. I know Spellbinders likes to do that, like in their images here, so that's what I did. So again, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I will glue this down. Of course, you have tape in your kit that you can just use, which is very handy. And so I'm going to glue that one down. And we're not quite there yet, because I will come back. I'm just going to glue down my card bases. Is this one here. I just kind of measured this area, the outer area of this. So it's like a 3-inch square, just about. A little bit bigger than that. So I cut the little piece of brick paper to 3 inches square. I also cut a piece of acetate that's going to close this up so we can make a shaker out of this. So again, 3 inches square also. So we're going to use that in just a minute for that card. I'm also going to make a card that's very similar to what's going on here, but I chose my own colors, so I'm going with that background that looks just like a wall, like, I don't know, looks really cool. I did cut this the whole front, so it is, again, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, but if you wanted to save some paper, you can cut it down a little bit smaller so that this other piece nestles into it, or like butts right up to it, but I'm just going to do the whole thing and then top it with this piece. So we have this guy here, again, covers the whole card front. And then this little guy, I just eyeballed it and figured like 1 1/2 inch piece, so 1 1/2 inches by 4 1/4. I'm just going to glue it down now, but we are going to do a little die cutting again of that gorgeous lace piece. And then the third card, I'm going to put this right down at the bottom, making sure it covers nicely. Okay, and the third card is the one that's depicted there on the back. I am going to orient it in a different direction though, because I'm going to use La Vie est Belle as my sentiment, and I think I like it better going this way. So it's the same thing, it's just turned sideways, right? So you have that length or that width here, and then we have that little scrap of paper that we had from the other guy. I'm just going to have it going this way, and the flowers are going in a different direction. That doesn't bother me. You're going to cover up a lot of it anyhow. So I did make sure my words were going the right direction though. So this one's going to be more of a card like this. And again, a full front. And then I will place that other little strip right on top. And so just covering up our card base. And then this guy is going to go right down the center again. I do need to cut it down, so I'll cut this down to 5.5. That's one thing I didn't do. And I'll just glue it right here in the center, okay? Okay, I have my pieces. We'll put that one to the side, that one in just a minute. We'll start with the shaker. And I grabbed a few things, and then we're also using the butterflies, just changing it up a little bit, but they have the 3 butterflies, you know, whatever it is that you like, however you want to do that. So we have that there. We have this here. This will go on top of that. Now, however you want to design this is up to you. Do you want to put this together first so you see what's going on better? I'm just going to eyeball where I think I want to put this and then build on top of that. So again, it's about a 3-inch square. And then this guy, we're going to go ahead and glue, oopsie, sorry, this on the back. I did make it a little bit longer in one direction though, so I want to make sure that, there we go, that looks good. So I'm just going to glue this to the back and just give it a second to set up, and I'll be right back. Okay, well, that's still setting up a little bit. I'm just going to put some dimensional adhesive, and when I have a foam roll like this, I just line it. You want to make sure that you butt it up real close to the one that you just cut off, so that none of whatever you put in there falls out. We are using sequins. They're larger, so you know they're not going to fall out unless the spaces are really big, but you just want to stay right on that line. Okay, so I'm going to line this out, and I'll be right back. I'm going to take the little carrier strips off of that, and I'm just going to put some of this sequins down. So pretty. And not too much. I mean, it's just enough to shake, but it doesn't have to be too much. And also you kind of want to lay it flat so it doesn't stay in one spot. And if you see any of them that are stuck together, I would take a moment to kind of separate those out. Alright. And I'm going to bring this a little closer to me so I can see that I'm layering this on here nicely. And something like that before I really push it down. Gotta make sure I'm happy with it. Oh, I did mean to put a little bit more of my dimensional in this area, so let me just put one down there, shove that down there, and on this side, sorry. Don't want to just leave that hanging there, you know? Okay. And generally I turn this over and I squish from the back. Something I like to do. And now we have our little shaker pieces in there. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just deck it out. So we have, if you want to copy what's going on here, you know, you have the happy birthday, we have for you up here, we have with love over here, really cute, and then the butterflies. So I'm just going to choose which butterflies. I'm just going to glue these things down. So, you know, just a little glue it down. I think I'm going to put a bow here. I like the bow. And you know, looking at the butterflies, they have like a larger one over here, they have a smaller one here. So I'll just take a moment to do that. And let me see. Like in here. You know, of course it's your card, put it wherever you like. Put that one there. Just getting some glue, I'm just going to glue these things down, okay? And I'll be right back. To finish off, I have my little butterfly. Look at that. That has a lot going on. Super cute. Very simple and easy to put together. It's just whatever die cuts and things you want to add on. Might move this guy a little bit further up. Alright, so that's the one card. And then this guy, very easy. We're just going to use one of our stickers, a little sequins, and then we need to add the die cuts. So we will do that in just a moment. But for now, I would have my little flower. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And, you know, something like that. And I just kind of wanted to put this here with the darkness behind it because I think I like the contrast of those two things. So I haven't pushed it down yet, but she might be somewhere there. We're going to do the die cut, and then we have our sentiment. So I'm going to go through and find the sentiment, and then we're going to start die cutting. Okay, I'm sorry. This is totally freaking out my camera. There we go. Sorry. We're going to cut 3 of these. So for the one card I need 2, and then for this flower card I need 1. So I'm going to cut 3 from the gold. Just run them through. I'm also going to cut the butterflies with the inlay. So butterfly with inlay on this gold. I need 2 of them. Okay, so tape them down so they don't move. I'll get 2 of those. And then I brought out some of the black and like the grayish colored paper because I thought, you know what, let's just keep the butterflies really kind of soft. And maybe that's what they did here. I can't tell. It might be a printed paper. But I'm also going to cut 2 of these, just this from the gray paper, and 2 of the little bodies from the black paper. And I think that's all the die cutting, so I will be right back. Okay, so now I try to be really frugal with my gold paper. It's so funny. I cut the 2 butterflies and I thought, well, I can, you know, probably get another strip, but then I was like, oh no, I need the whole strip, and it wasn't gonna be enough. But on one of my cards we're oriented it the other way, this one, so we do need to cut our strip down anyway, so I still put it on this piece, and even if a piece cut off, that's fine with me because we don't need the whole thing. So that worked out, and I will keep this piece for, you know, a word or some other project later, even to cut another strip. Okay. So let's put that here. Let me just clean up. Look how gorgeously, I mean, it just popped out. Look at this. Beautiful. Well, I'm going to clean up, but also I'm going to glue these. And, you know, if you want to be a little more fanciful, you can just glue like down the center and leave these guys kind of floating up, which is a lovely thing to do, which I think I will do. So what I'm going to do with these guys, again, just, oopsie, just a little glue down this center area. Kind of give them their flex and then hold it down, and then I'll apply the little black body. Again, this is that gold paper, so it's a little bit slippery, so I usually would wait until it's set up. That's the back side, this is the front side. Okay, and we'll put a little body on there. I'll do the same thing with the other one and clean up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's finish this guy up. We are going to pop this here. And normally what I do with something like this is I try to cut it so it's like about the same, you know, if the scallop doesn't end in a place that's like normal or natural, what I do is I'll just kind of eyeball like right there would be where I cut this one. So I'm going to put glue on the back of my hand for this guy. And it might look like a lot of glue, but you'll see once you're done it'll use it all up. So I'm just going to pat, pat, pat. Make sure we have glue on that. And it's pretty flat now. And again, kind of eyeballing where one scallop ends, the other begins. Maybe this way a little bit. Put it right there. So I'm just going to hold that down. And then we'll just trim off these edges. However you prefer to do that. Sorry about my neighbor's dog. Okay, I'm going to put some dimensional adhesives on the back of this little guy, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have that guy. We have enjoy the little things, or whatever sentiment you want to put on there. And again, I'm just eyeballing that. And that looks about straight. I can always reposition that in a little bit. Very cute. And then all we're going to do is finish this off with a few of these little guys, and you know, just wherever you want to place, add a little glue, add a little sequins, maybe there, and there's one here, maybe one up here. And I think I'm going to do like that one, maybe this one, and then another shimmery one up at the top. And I always place my sequins with the cup facing up. I mean, I don't know how you do it, but do whatever you like. But there is that. Second card done. So we have this guy and this guy. And we're just going to finish up our third. Okay, so let's bring our pieces over. So for this one, again, it's kind of depicted here on the back. I did do a little something different. I oriented it a different way, but we have basically the same things. This guy's going to go from one side to the other. So like, just like I glued the first one, I'll glue these down a little bit overlapping the pink paper. Just with that little ridge. So again, that's how I prefer to do it, especially with something so delicate. Just kind of wipe it down so it's not just big old puddles of glue. And I'll do this for the other side, same way. And I'll just add it right on here. So pretty. I love dies like this. It's just, look at that. Do the same thing and I'll add it on this side. So I was going to add the dimensional on the back of that and then come back, but I do want to show you, I mean, you can use this whole thing up, even these little pieces, because a lot of times you might have a little area that you need to put a little dimensional. You can use, just cut up the whole thing. So there's that. Unfortunately, I had to close my window because my neighbor's doggy, but just a nice breezy San Diego day. Oh well, I'll enjoy the breeze later. Okay, so there's that. And then we'll put this guy, again, La Vie est Belle, and just by itself. I'm not quite sticking it down yet because a lot of times it's hard for me to tell. I'm looking at it a different direction than you guys are. So a lot of times what's straight isn't quite straight. And then we have our butterflies. Now, in the image, you know, they had it like this, right? Because it was going this other direction, which is gorgeous. And then now I guess I can put them like this, but I do kind of want to play with them. I like my butterflies to be a little more playful, especially with this one since I changed the direction of everything. So, I'm trying to think, do I want this one going this way, then this one going this way? It's the kind of thing I like to do. Or do I just want to play with them in here? Actually, they could just do this kind of a thing. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So I'm just going to put some glue and glue them down. And those are our 3 cards. So let me just put a little glue, put that one there, and then I'll do the same thing for this guy on this other side. Alright guys, so there's 3 card kit ideas. Thank you so much, Spellbinders, for sending these items for a review. Keep an eye out. I will get to these other gorgeous die sets and probably continue using parts of this card kit in that because this is just gorgeous. Alright guys, I'll have some images for you. I'll have the links in the description box, and I will see you guys at the next one. Bye now.